Hello everyone, Baconator here for a review of Season 6, Episode 3 of MLP, The Gift of the Maud Pie. Alright, so this episode was pretty enjoyable. I really liked this episode. Alright, so the plot of this episode is Rarity and Pinkie Pie going to Manhattan, and where Rarity is trying to look for a location for a new boutique, and Pinkie Pie is there to meet up with Maud to have sort of a sister day thing, or thing, whatever they called it. Pretty much just, they kept saying that, and I just spit a little. Why'd I do that? And pretty much the episode follows Pinkie Pie trying to find the perfect gift for her, and then it ends up towards the middle of the episode following this sort of the story of the gift of the magie type of thing, where this character gives up something so the second person could have something that they really want, but then that person gives something up, and sort of does that type of thing. Now, if you've seen anything along that type of plotline, then you kind of know what this episode is going for. So yeah, this episode is kind of predictable, but it doesn't really hurt the episode all that much, because this episode was really funny. I mean, Maud definitely, of course, is funny as ever. I mean, especially my favorite scene with her is probably them trying to get Pinkie Pie's party cannon back. And that whole scene with Maud, Rarity, and the stereotypical New Yorker guy. Hey! I have a bad accent, yeah. Pretty much, that whole scene was the best scene of the whole episode. Really fucking funny. And, okay, Rarity and Pinkie Pie are also both at their best here. And another thing I really love about this episode is the facial expressions. There are a lot of great, funny new ones, and especially showing like all their excitement and their fear. It's like that type of stuff is all done at the exact right moment. The comedic timing in this episode is spot on for the most part. I mean, if I had to give Usher a complaint in the episode, it would be that in the first part, it gets a little too repetitive. I mean, they go to this location, Pinkie Pie's. It's obvious that Pinkie Pie is trying to hide that she's buying something from Maud. Party cannon fire. Move on to the next location and repeats a couple times. Gets a little too repetitive after a little while. But other than that, this episode didn't really stall at all, other than that part. Especially also knowing that Maud now has a Maud sense. Apparently it runs in the family. That is interesting to say nonetheless. And I gotta say, the pacing in this episode, the comedic pacing, is just really good. It has a really good fast pace, quick joke, keep going, keep moving, fast pace stuff. And it really works for this episode. It is really, it's the type of fast pace that's good. It's not too fast to where you can't really follow whatever's going on. I mean, it kind of does that at a couple points, but it knows when to sort of slow down at times. Like, towards the end when Pinkie Pie pretty much tells Rarity that she ended up giving up her party cannon. That whole scene, and also the ending scene with Maud and Pinkie sort of coming together, is just very sweet. It was really nice to see that. I mean, this has everything. I mean, it is just overall a really enjoyable episode to watch. I can't really think of anything off the top of my head that I found bad with the episode. I mean, the humor is great. The plot, although a little predictable, doesn't really hinder the episode at all. Rarity, Pinkie Pie, and Maud all are at their best. And the background ponies and animation is a lot of good detail in it. And I really like seeing that. So overall, I give this a really good rating. You guys gotta watch this. It's a really good episode. So, what do you think of the episode? Did you love it, hate it, whatever? Like, comment, subscribe, Baconator. See you later.